If you ever wonder where tea truly began, the answer points back to China again, in both history and biology. The earliest written trace show up in ancient Chinese texts. The Book of Odysseus, also called Shi Jing, and the Ya, include early references connected to tea dating back to around 600 BC. Additionally, archaeologists also found tea remains in the Hanyangli mausoleum, and the evidence dates to about 2100 years ago. That is one of the oldest confirmed examples of tea that was already being used and prepared. In other words, more than 2000 years ago, people were already harvesting tea leaves, processing them, and preserving them for use. You can almost picture it. Tea as something real and tangible, not just a word on the page. And in 758 AD, during the Tang Dynasty, a scholar named Lu Yu wrote what many people called the first complete book about tea, the Classics of Tea. He described tea as a remarkable plant of the soul, and he even recorded how tea plants could look completely different depending on where they grew. Some were small, only about 13 to 25 inches tall, and others were so large that it could take two people to wrap their arms around the trunk. His notes make one thing clear: tea is not just one shape or one style, it changes with the land. And that is part of why China later developed such a wide range of teas and flavors. Especially in the Yunnan-Guizhou Plateau, which many considered as one of tea's original homes, with its mountains and misty climate, where tea plants can grow naturally. Even today, ancient white tea trees still live there, like quite a reminder of tea's earliest beginnings. And here is a detail I love, because it shows how tea traveled. Many languages around the world use a word that sounds like cha, while many others use a word that sounds like tea in Spanish and the in French. Both sounds trace back to Chinese pronunciations, and they follow different trade routes as tea spread across continents. So, whether you hear cha or tea, you are hearing an echo of where the story started. That story, written in old pages, said in ancient tomb, carrying the sounds of languages, and yet still breathing in the mountains where white tea trees stand.